Hey, welcome to Gracie Schwarzwald. I'm here with Eric Mente. We're going over a complete Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Self-Defense Course. If you guys could do us a favor, I've seen a lot of people, subscribing, signing up. But if you could let people know, come subscribe to us. We're trying to do something different than most Jiu-Jitsu channels, which is give you an overview of the complete art, not just small parts of it, so that you'll get your blue belt, purple belt, and say, I can win this tournament, but I actually don't really know what to do if somebody jumps me in the street and just starts trying to pound my head in. So hopefully you can do that, train this, get a little bit more confident in your jiu-jitsu. So we've been covering the ways to defend strikes. And again, we've got deflection, evasion, covering, blocking, and taking the strike. We're going to go over a different version of evasion. So we covered one earlier where I threw a punch and he slipped. Okay. Now, you notice he didn't really have to do footwork. There's footwork with the slips he can do, but the slip by itself is enough. Okay. Now, we're going to go over another one which you really should be using, and that is movement. Okay. The number one thing to control every conflict is what? Distance. Right? I don't want to stand here right in his power zone and let him fight with me. I want to control where the distance is. As I've said very often, right, the reason Khabib was the most feared fighter of all time is not because of his wrestling and submissions and striking, any of that. He's very good at those. It's just that nobody controlled distance better than him. If he got hold of you, you could never get to the distance you wanted to be in or fight. Okay, so that is the art of jiu-jitsu, right? Yeah, I see this sambo, we spend all that, but the mindset of jiu-jitsu, at least the original jiu-jitsu, was we control the distance, right? These days we both agree on this. We said, we sit down and we play this one distance. But you'll notice, if I'm at this distance, that's exactly the knockout distance you need to be. So don't always train yourself to be right here. Because then what do? You get comfortable with this. Then you're on the street and somebody's arguing with you and you're standing right at this distance. And you're thinking, okay, well maybe I can grab a collar, pull guard. He's thinking, I'm going to knock you out. Okay, so our two distances are what? Doing very close in where I can smother strikes, or two arm makes away. Lead arm, not this rear arm, because that's going to be a lot closer, right? Lead arm, bare, that's as close as I want to be. So, if he was wanting to strike me from here, what would you have to do? You'd have to step in, right? You can't hit me from there. So if we're arguing and you move forward, I want to move back, right? That's an evasion. So even if you try to hit me, just stay right there, right here. You go punch. One way is just to simply slip out of the range of the punch. It could be him grabbing me, or it could be me moving back. So I throw the punch, he's just going to simply step back. Basic footwork, right? Now, we don't want to step back the whole time. After a while, if he comes forward a little bit, eventually I want to move offline. I don't want to keep moving back because it's going to be faster. But as a punch defense, when I go to hit him, he's just going to fade back. Just out of range. Now notice he's using his footwork. Right? There's other ways to do it. Right now we'll just use footwork. So if I go to hit him and he steps out, now notice he can come right back in. It's one of my favorites, is to step out, come right back in. This has to be a really important technique. Now notice when he does this, he doesn't cross step back. He's going to step back just like our proper footwork, rear leg there. Notice, come back again, step back again. Notice how he's in the same exact base and position. So if he wanted to strike, I come in, I miss. He wanted to strike now, he's in perfect balance. So we're not stepping back off balance, losing our position or anything like this. I go to hit him, he steps back. Here. Okay, so that's our evasion, fading back, or stepping back, I should say, versus a straight punch, or hook punch, anything really. Just getting out of range.